So lately in the middle of the night, I've been getting up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, sometimes at midnight, and I've been going to fast food restaurants like McDonald's to get cheeseburgers because I'm hungry in the middle of the night and I'm bored, and I just go and get cheeseburgers in the middle of the night. My mother asked me, "Where are you going at 2 in the morning? Where are you going at midnight? You're going like once or twice a week now? Where are you going, Andrew?" I think she thinks maybe I'm going to see a cute woman, or maybe I'm sneaking over some lady's house, but that's not so. What I'm doing is I'm going to get cheeseburgers, basically. I'm going to get some food because, I'm famished in the middle of the night. Yesterday around midnight, I went to the drive-thru and there were these, I hate to sound like a racist, but let's just call a spade here. There were these African-American, kids. I guess they were in their early 20s. And there were a bunch of girls in a car, and, this African-American guy comes up to the drive-thru and, he takes the milkshake that's being given to the girls, and he speeds away really fast in his car, and the girls are like, we didn't know him, can we get another milkshake? Then he comes speeding around in his sports car, and he comes up to the window, and I'm thinking to myself, and he's like, here's your milkshake back, and it seemed like they were trying to dupe the McDonald's workers for a free milkshake. I'm thinking to myself, I hope I hope they don't pull out a handgun and try to rob me or try to shoot me here, because it's late at night, it's the McDonald's drive-thru, it's in Massapequa Park, it seems pretty dangerous what's going on here, but I was trying to remain calm, and, I'm like, the guys, assuming they didn't know the girls, seemed more interested in the girls anyway. I know they always say on the news, when it comes to crimes, somebody pulling out a handgun, you can't say the race. You have to just say rambunctious kids or wild 20-year-olds. You can't say that they were African American, but let's call a spade a spade. Sometimes they are, and the news doesn't really report that. So I'm going to create a song that McDonald's may not like. Going to McDonald's at midnight. I'm famished. I'm hungry. I'm bored. So I leave my apartment and I go into a bad neighborhood. I pull up to the drive-thru and I order 2 cheeseburgers with a medium fry. As I pull up to the drive-thru window, a black sports car comes speeding up. An African-American man comes up to me with a handgun. He displays it. He demands my food. He demands my money. And I comply. I give it to him. And then he shoots me as I'm dying from a gunshot. He speeds away in his sports car, dying at McDonald's at midnight, at 12 in the morning. If I am to die, I feel like I'm 38 years old and I haven't had much of a life. I'm like hoping for my dream girlfriend. I'm hoping for my dream woman, I'm hoping for my fairy tale ending. I don't want to get murdered at McDonald's at the drive-thru window at midnight. That would be a terrible way to go out. That'd be a terrible way to die, I'm like imagining, my life's going to end like a fairy tale. I'm going to meet my dream woman and we're going to live happily ever after. But you never know. Some people encounter disaster and they get murdered at McDonald's at midnight. It can happen, You can get shot if it's unfortunate, but sometimes that happens.